Starting 5, January 2nd, New Year gets off to a blazing start. Karl-Anthony Towns goes off to extend the Knicks' win streak to 8 games, while Jokić posts an unprecedented stat line. Tonight on TNT, the superstar responsible for the top play of 2024 faces off against the 2024 NBA champs to open a must-see doubleheader. Buckle up for a big night. 5 stories in today's edition basketball. January 2, 2025. Heat check. KAT lights up MSG in NY's 9th straight W. Kings stun surging Sixers. New Year, same Joker. Jokić begins his 2025 with a performance unlike any other. Stars shine. A handful of big names posted big numbers to round out Wednesday's slate. Can't miss TNT doubleheader. 2 marquee interconference matchups loaded with stars. Thunder streaks. What 2 12-game OKC win streaks, 12 seasons apart, have in common? But first, alarm clock. A Thursday you won't want to miss. TNT stacked doubleheader headlines tonight's 6-game slate, beginning with 2 of the league's top 12 scorers going head-to-head as Anthony Edwards and the Wolves host Jason Tatum and the defending champion Celtics, 7:30 Eastern Time. Then, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, Paul George and the Sixers face Steph Curry and the Warriors in the Bay, 10 ET. Top 5 plays of 2024. 2025 is here, but that doesn't mean we can't celebrate 2024's best. Relive the year's top 5 plays here. NBA All-Star voting is open. Decide who takes the court by casting your vote for starters every day until January 20th on the NBA app or NBA.com with your NBA ID. Don't miss your chance, tap to vote now. 1. Win streaks on the line. Cat and Knicks roll, Sixers fall in thriller. On New Year's Day, KAT rang in 2025 with fireworks at MSG, and yet another Knicks dub. Knicks 119, Jazz 103, with Jalen Brunson sidelined, Karl-Anthony Towns stepped up and showed out, posting 31 points, 21 boards and 1 poster to lead New York to its 9th straight win. Recap. 3 straight 30-10s. With the performance, KAT became the first Knick since Patrick Ewing in 1995 to record 3 straight games of 30-plus points and 10-plus boards. Multiple 30-20s. Towns is also the first Knick with multiple 30-20 games in the same season since Ewing in 1989-90. Team W. KAT wasn't the only Knick who shined, as Josh Hart tallied his 2nd straight triple-double, while Mikal Bridges, 27, and OG Anunoby, 22, added 20 pieces. Hart history. Hart is the first Knick since Michael Ray Richardson in 1981 to record back-to-back triple-doubles. All New York. The Knicks have outscored teams by 14 ppg amid their 9-game win streak, with 6 double-digit wins in that span. "We're gritty," said Towns after the win. "I think we do a great job of finding ways to win even when we're not at our best." Meanwhile, the scorching Sixers entered the night on a 4-game heater, with an 8-2 record in their last 10 games. But on Wednesday, it was Sacramento who got hot at the right time. Kings 113, Sixers 107, Paul George, 30, and Tyrese Maxey, 27, combined for 57 points to help Philly build a 107-98 lead with 3:34 left, but the Kings closed the game on a 15-0 run to earn a thrilling dub. Recap. Dynamic duo, De'Aaron Fox, 35, and Malik Monk, 20, combined for 24 points in the 4th quarter, outscoring Philly on their own, as Sacramento won the final frame 33-18 for their 2nd straight victory under Doug Christie. Christie on his star PG, De'Aaron Fox is elite. Sabonis eats. Domantas Sabonis notched his league-leading 29th double-double in the win with a monster stat line, 17 points, 21 reb, 7 AST. Wednesday home sweep. The Kings' victory capped the season's first night of 5-plus games in which every home team won. 2 marquee wins in West race, plus a historic Joker ace. How did the reigning Kia NBA MVP and current Kia MVP ladder leader open 2025? How about by doing something no NBA player has ever done before? Again. Nuggets 139, Hawks 120, Nikola Jokić was an assist shy of a triple-double at the half on his way to 23 points, 17 boards and 15 helpers in just 29:31 minutes of action as Denver outpaced Atlanta for its third straight dub. Recap. Unprecedented, Jokić is the first player in NBA history to record a 20-plus point, 15-plus rebound and 15-plus assist game while playing under 30 minutes. A pace ahead, the previous two fastest times to reach those marks? 31:23 and 33:47, both set by Jokić, February 2024 and February 2018. Denver Dimes, the Nuggets notched 27 assists in the first half, finishing with 44, second most by any team this season, in their fourth straight game with 130-plus PTS. Trae Young had 30 points and 9 assists for Atlanta, which saw its 4-game win streak snapped. Rockets 110, Mavericks 99, Alperen Sengun, 23, and Jalen Green, 22, each tallied 20 pieces, and the Rockets outscored the Mavs 37-22 in the second quarter to take control and didn't look back. Recap. Flip for 4, with Denver's win and Dallas' loss, the Nuggets jumped the Mavs for 4th place in the West. 3. Wednesday Roundup, big names shine in big wins. Pistons 105, Magic 96, Cade Cunningham turned in 19 points, 9 dimes and 8 boards, and the Pistons never trailed to notch their 4th dub in 5 games. Now 15-18, Detroit has already surpassed its win total from last season, 14. Recap. Ivy injured, Jaden Ivey was carted off the court in the 4th quarter after suffering a leg injury. Heat 119, Pelicans 108, Tyler Herro poured in 32 points, while Bam Adebayo went for 23 along with 9 boards and 10 assists as the Heat earned a near wire-to-wire win over Trey Murphy 34 points, and the Pels. Recap. Raptors 130, Nets 113, Scotty Barnes went off for 33 points on 14 of 18 shooting as Toronto pulled away to end its 11-game skid. D'Angelo Russell scored 22 points in his first game with Brooklyn since being traded from the Lakers. Recap. Quickley Cooks, in his first game back since November 10, Emmanuel Quickley recorded 21 points and 15 assists for Toronto. Wizards 125, Bulls 107, after a 2-game absence, Jordan Poole made up for lost time with 30 points on 6 threes to lead the Wizards past Zach LaVine, 32 points, and the Bulls. Recap. 4. Celtics vs Wolves and Sixers vs Warriors in Big TNT doubleheader. Coming tonight? 2 major tests, when the Celtics and Wolves meet at 7:30 Eastern Time before the Sixers face the Warriors at 10, both on TNT. Here's why. In 2 matchups loaded with superstars, the early game sees the NBA's third-rated offense, in the Celtics, taking on the league's second-best defense since December 1st. In the nightcap, the red-hot Sixers are looking for a statement win on the road against a Golden State team out to keep pace in a packed West. Following a 2-4 stretch, Boston got back on track on Tuesday with a 54-point victory over the Raptors, which saw the C's knock down 22 triples. The defending champs have now hit 20-plus threes in an NBA best 13 games. In those games, they're 12-1. Tonight in Minnesota, threes will be key again. Boston 3-party. The Celtics lead the NBA this season in both three-point attempts, 50.4, and makes, 18.5. If the season ended today, that would set the record for the most three-point attempts and makes per game in NBA history. Defending from deep, Boston is shooting 36.8% from beyond the arc, but Minnesota is holding its opponents to just 34.4% from 3, the 5th best rate in the NBA. 3-point pack. The Wolves can also fill it up from the outside, ranking 4th in threes made, 14.9, led by Edwards, who's hitting a career-high 4.0 triples per game. The Wolves are 3-1 in their last 4, with big W's over 2 top 5 teams, DAL, HOU, and San Antonio, and a loss to the Thunder, who haven't lost a regular season game in a month. Ant-Man cooking. Edwards ranks 12th in the league in scoring, hitting at 41.5% from 3, the highest percentage among anyone in the top 12 with 9+3 PA per game. Roaring 4, Rudy Gobert, Dante DiVincenzo, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and Naz Reid have the best def RTG of any four-man lineup with 200-plus minutes, 94.2. Rematch. This is the second time the two sides will face this season, with the Celtics escaping with a 107-105 win at TD Garden the first go-around. In the second leg of tonight's doubleheader, two-time Kia MVP Steph Curry and the Warriors host 2022-23 MVP Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey and the Sixers, 10-et, who have won 10 of their last 14 games. Embiid status. The Sixers are 6-1 in games with Embiid during that stretch. After missing last night's game, keep an eye on Embiid's status here. Going big, averaging 32 ppg since Christmas, 4th in the NBA, Embiid ranks 7th this season in PIE, tracking overall contributions, among players with 10-plus games with 25-plus mpg. On fire, Maxey's been on a tear, too, putting up 20-plus PTS in 10 straight games, third most in the NBA, with a 76ers record 3+ threes in 10 straight games. The Warriors have faced a tough road of late, with 13 of their last 15 games against teams in play-in position or better, going 4-11 in that time. Still, the Dubs have some reasons for optimism. Crowded out here, the 10th-place Warriors are just 2 games behind the 7th-place Lakers, and just 3 games behind Denver in 4th. Close losses. The Warriors have played in 21 clutch games this year, tied with Minnesota for the league lead, with a 9-12 record. 15 of those have come in the Dubs' last 18 games. A bright spot? Jonathan Kuminga, who has put up a career-high 34 points in back-to-back games against the Clippers and Suns. 3 straight. The Dubs have beaten the Sixers 3 times in a row and haven't lost to Philly at home since March 23, 2021. Now test yourself. Get ready for tonight's TNT doubleheader with today's NBA play trivia. 5. Thunder strikes again. 2 12-game win streaks, 12 seasons apart. Since moving to OKC ahead of the 2008-2009 campaign, the Thunder have won 12 straight games in a single season twice. The first instance came in 2012-13, when a young core of Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook and Serge Ibaka reeled off a dozen straight dubs from November 24 to December 19 to propel a 60-win season, the franchise's most wins since moving to OKC in 2008. The second instance is happening now, as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jalen Williams and company have matched the mark, putting OKC on pace for a 69-win season, .844 win percent, its most since 2012-13. But while this year's squad is also led by a young core, and winning at a historic pace, it's dominating with a different formula. In the 2012-13 season, the Thunder finished second in off-RTG, 111.0, third in points, 105.7, and third in FG percent, 48.1. This season, the Thunder rank first in def RTG, 102.9, points allowed, 103.3, and steals, 11.9. Amid their current run, they've been even better defensively, improving those numbers to a 101.7 def RTG while allowing 102.3 ppg and recording 12.4 steals. Despite the contrasting approaches, both teams, and streaks, have one key thing in common: the presence of a bucket-getting Kia MVP candidate driving their success. Amid OKC's 12-game run, Durant stuffed the stat sheet, averaging 29.8 points, 7.3 rebounds, 3.8 assists, 1.1 steals and 1.6 blocks per game. Red hot, then 24 years old, the NBA's 8th all-time leading scorer couldn't miss, shooting 54.6% from the field, 42.6% from 3 and 90.3% at the line. This season, it's Gilgeous-Alexander leading the charge. Amid OKC's current run, SGA's elite all-around play has also been on full display, averaging 33.4 points, 5.7 rebounds, 5.3 assists, 2.5 steals and 1.3 blocks. And his efficiency rivals Durant's from the 12-13 run, shooting 56.6% from the field, 36% from 3 and 92.1% at the line. Scoring arsenal. Like KD, SGA can score at all three levels, averaging 2.3 threes per game and 9.9 made twos per game while ranking first among guards in PITP, 13.4 ppg, and first in the NBA in mid-range FG percent, 53.8. MVP boost, KD finished second in Kia MVP voting in 2013. This year, SGA ranks third on the MVP ladder, with 3 40-plus point games in his last 5 outings. 12 seasons after the original 12-game win streak, the Thunder have another superstar on fire, and a legitimate MVP candidate leading a title push. Tonight, SGA and company will look to secure their 13th straight dub, a feat the franchise hasn't accomplished since moving to OKC, as they host the Clippers, 8 ET, League Pass. Will we see history? Remaining Thursday schedule on League Pass. Pacers at Heat, 7:30 Eastern Time. Nets at Bucks, 8 ET. Blazers at Lakers, 10:30 Eastern Time.